The new Superman suit is all over the internet. A lot of people are not happy. We're going to get into the photo and what it may or may not mean for the upcoming Superman movie. We're going to do that right now. Before we get into the suit, let's get into what we see in the background. We see what looks like almost like the moon, in some sort of laser or beam that's shooting across the night sky.
It's giving me Brainiac vibes.
It definitely feels like a Brainiac type thing, right? But what's funny is you got this huge thing going on behind him, and Superman is just sitting there like, I got to take my boots off or put my boots on. So it's kind of a weird shot in that, there's this action thing going on behind him, and he looks like he's been at work all day, and he's, chilling out, which I think he's putting the boot on. It looks like he's putting the boot on. But, a couple things, right out of the gate that, again, we don't know the context of this photo within the movie. So you have to be careful to make some, line in the sand judgment other than just what the picture is. And that's all. And the first thing that jumps out at me is Superman's got black hair and he's got brown hair in this shot. And that threw me off right away because as someone who is a little kid, right around the time that I watched Star Wars, I watched the Christopher Reeve Superman, the comics, the animated shows, the Justice League, everything you've ever seen about Superman. He's got black hair. Mm-hmm. And a lot of the comics, he even has a blue-black, like the black that has
They always use the blue-black for, like, shading.
Right, for shading. And, like, it's very clear that when Superman, pretty consistently throughout the history has had black hair, blue eyes.
I mean, you can't really tell by that lighting, though.
It is a little murky, but it looks like it's David Corenswet's brown hair. Again, don't know for sure.
It can be easily fixed, though.
It can be fixed. We don't know the context of this shot, so again, it's just face value.
What do you think of the costume, though?
So let's talk about the costume right away. The first thing I saw was, before I even got into the creases and it looking like Captain America and Star-Lord.
It's more the new 52 style.
The collar, the top part around his neck looked like the Superman 52. And, so I saw that and I thought they're mimicking the 52 suit. And then you see the seams, the patterns, and the...
But he's got the red underwear.
But Superman 52 does not have the red trunks, and he clearly has the red trunks. And the S symbol is different. Mm-hmm. So that's the S symbol is from Kingdom Come. So, and the boots have that M shooting up. That's different than the boots from Superman 52 as well. So, there's some similarities.
Do a on an A to F scale. What would you give it?
If I'm just looking at the photo itself, I'm going to give it a 4.
4 out of 10?
Yeah, I don't really? Like it
that
for
bad.
A Superman suit.
I'm going to give it a 7.
Well, but again, the context, I think, instead of me just ripping this photo to shreds, we don't know if this is one of multiple suits because there are some similarities to Superman 52, which was a Kryptonian battle armor suit. Mm-hmm. And so this could be, you see how he has a black, looks like a charred discoloration on it. So he looks like he's been in a fight.
Right.
And we see I think one of the reasons why they're showing that scene in the background is that he's been up in space fighting some sort of fight or threat. So my gut tells me that this is not the only Superman suit we're going to see in the movie, that this is a sort of battle armor for space. That, and in that sense, he's changing things up a little bit.
I don't know. You might be coping there.
I might be coping, but if this is the suit he wears for the whole movie, again, I'm not going to just trash it until I see how the suit looks on screen when he's moving.
It could be a bad shot.
It could be that they just chose a bad photo.
It looks kind of looks leathery though on the top. I can't tell. It's not tight enough. Like it's baggy around the shoulders.
When you start getting into the blue part of the costume, it looks like Captain America.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
That looks like Captain America to me. Like, how Captain America had the...
You mean like the newer? Because I thought the Captain America costume from the first Avengers was the most comic accurate. I like that
you have seams, right? And it looks like it's connected. See the seams in it?
Right.
And so it looks, well, I say that, it looks like a Marvel costume. like a Marvel hero costume. And again,
I don't know if I could.
A little bit of Star-Lord in there, but
I don't think so.
But I'm not gonna trash and say, oh, look, I'm going to see the movie unless the trailer just completely.
I think his casting so far has been really good.
Yeah, the casting's great. Gunn's got a good track record. I want to see, is this the only suit he wears in the movie? What is the context of the suit? And are there action scenes where this suit looks different?
That's a hard suit to get right in live action, though, I think.
It is.
It's just, it's I don't know.
But, there's a lot going on. And, of course, people are going to have opinions because, we're social media.
But who do you think's done it the best when you're talking about comic to live action? What suit do you look at and go, man, that's perfect? I think the new Spider-Man has done it.
Spider-Man's been great.
Spider-Man's probably some of the best. When we're talking about like Iron Man, we can't count that because that's just
look.
CGI.
I mean, Christopher Reeve, the original Superman movie, Superman 1 and 2, is perfect.
Got 6'4". I don't think that would. I don't think that suit would hold up now, though.
You'd have to make some changes to some of the color schemes.
There's just the material needs to look higher end.
But here's the deal: he was Superman, and David Corenswet and Henry Cavill. You see these guys in the gym. They don't need a lot of padding. And again, I'm not saying put them in the same suit that Christopher Reeve wore. But what I am saying is that you don't need a lot. You don't need a lot.
I think you just need to use that same type of spandex they use on the Spider-Man costumes.
Spider-Man, if I was going to rate all the superhero costumes, Spider-Man would probably be the best.
Yeah. From the new, I like the ones from the new movies, I think.
Yeah, I like the Spider-Mans that
not my favorite
Tom
Spider-Man, but I do love his costumes.
Yeah, I would agree with that. This does not deter me from any excitement in seeing the movie at all. What about you?
No.
It's one photo.
I don't look at it and go, that's amazing, but it's not enough to ruin it or anything.
Look, the trailer and when they're releasing the movie, the timing, what's going on in the world, and people, people's tastes are changing with not going to the theater as much anymore. And, there has to be. I think
it's just because there's a lot of bad movies.
There's a lot of bad movies.
I think people will go to the theater if the movies get good again.
There has to be a sense of, a viral moment of, hey, we've got to go see this. Yeah. It becomes a must-see type thing. They got to achieve that through their marketing campaign, through the trailers and teasers and leading up to the anticipation. And they got to handle all that right. And once they do that, and then there's good word of mouth from some screenings, people will get excited. So wanted to cover it. Again, it surprised me. The photo did surprise me when I saw it. So I don't know if that's in a good way or a bad way, but we'll cover more of the Superman leaks as they come out from the movie. Let us know what you think. Did you love it? Hate the photo that came out with the new suit? What are your thoughts around David Corenswet in this role and what the photo may mean for your excitement for the movie? While you're doing that, smash that like button while leaving us a comment. Hit the notifications bell for future content. And most importantly, hit subscribe so we can continue to grow our channel and TCB.